Welcome, Ms. Wilkins. My name is Brandy Deans. I am one of the assistant principals here at Edwards Middle School, and we have with us also.
My name is Scarlett Perry, and I'm the lead teacher here at GR Edwards Middle School.
Nice to meet both of you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. We're so glad that you decided to join us, and you show an interest here for Edwards Middle School. So I want to start off by asking you to tell us a little bit about yourself, something we can't find on any of your resume, or on your resume, excuse me.
Something that you cannot find on my resume. Well, I would have to say that as an educator of 22 years in the high school system, I was ready for a change. I wanted to try middle school. I've come from a family of educators where both of my parents worked at the middle school arena. I would have to say that I am a peacemaker. I'm considered the calm one in the group, the person that wants to get to the root of a problem, to discover why people do what they do. I am able to delegate the right task to the right person because I believe everyone has a talent, everyone has a gift. We just got to make sure that we put them in the right environment in order to bloom, to blossom. I enjoy the challenge of discovering and removing obstacles from situations, and I love creating simplistic steps like the 1, 2, 3 step plan for people to follow.
All right.
Thank you.
Ms. Wilkins.
Yes.
What qualities do you bring to this position that would set you apart from other candidates?
The quality that I bring to this position that will set me apart from other candidates. Well, I do have 8 years of experience as a career development coordinator. While I show students, I help them find out who they want to be when they grow up, and that has translated into helping adults as well find out, if there's something else they're interested in doing or a side job that they might be interested in doing. I can provide them with the resources to assist them. I am well connected in the community. So because of that, and finding students internship position, job shadowing positions, I can bring that experience and those resources here at JR Middle School.
Thank you.
What would be a few things that you would do as a new principal?
A few things that I would do as a new principal.
Yes, that's new for Edwards Middle School.
Well, first I have to find out who my customers are. So I would want to take the administration as well as the staff on a bus tour through the community to find out what types of students, the background of our students, where they're from, the environment that they live in, because that information is very vital and can be used, background information can be used in the classroom to assist student achievement. I would also like for all the faculty to participate in the Gallup Strengths Finder assessment. Once again, being a career developer, I know it's very important to know who's on your team, so you're making sure that you have them in the right position.
Thank you.
Ms. Wilkins.
Yes.
How do you use data to help drive decisions? For example, if you have a student where you have to remove the student from a teacher's classroom to another classroom, how would you use that data to help make that decision?
Would I be removing the student because of disciplinary problems or because of not being able to understand a lesson?
Discipline.
Discipline. Well, we would have to find out how the teacher has been interacting with the student, and are they making contact with the parents on a consistent basis for good things as well as things that are not so good. We have to use that data to see how many times they've had to make a call home or email, or how many times I, as a principal or an assistant principal, if depending on what case load that student is on, how many times they have reported to the office. So we would use that information to make any types of corrections for the student.
Thank you.
You mentioned that you are a career development coordinator currently, and one of the things that you also mentioned was the fact that you believe in customer service. And I want to know, what do you perceive will be the most important part of your day-to-day responsibilities at Edwards Middle School?
First and foremost, I have to be visible. I believe that as a principal, the students as well as the faculty needs to know who the principal is. I've been in several settings, and the students didn't even know who the principal was. They thought the assistant principal was the principal. So I want to make sure that I am visible in the cafeteria first thing in the morning, talking to the students, shaking their hands properly the way that you would do if you were out in corporate America. I want to make sure that I'm doing that, and I'm also modeling what the teachers should do at the door and in the classroom.
Thank you.
Ms. Wilkinson, how do you plan on bringing in parents and making sure that those ties with parents and legal guardians is tight among the school?
Well, I know based on what Nash Rocky Mount District has done with the North Star Reading Program to help bring up the reading EOG scores. We want to make sure that parents are involved. Parents have an opportunity to volunteer in the classroom to read to the students or have the students read to them. We have to have some type of program where they're able to do that, as well as bringing in the fathers. There are a lot of times that our students don't have fathers. They come from backgrounds where they don't have fathers, so we want to make sure we have a male presence there so that the students can see that impact, the influence that the men have, and give them opportunity to mentor the students, making sure they go through the volunteer process through the district so that they can volunteer in the school setting.
Thank you.
If we can shift just a little, describe how you would promote high expectations for student achievement at Edwards, and what is your plan to monitor instruction and provide meaningful support to your teachers to meet the needs of diverse learning communities?
Can you ask that question again?
Can you repeat it?
Bad connection, yeah.
Not a problem. Describe how you will promote high expectations for student achievement at Edwards Middle School, and what is your plan to monitor instruction and provide meaningful support to the teachers to meet the needs of a diverse learning community?
To promote student achievement, of course, we will have award ceremonies quarterly. We'll also want to make sure that the teachers are awarding the students in the classroom for success. Once again, calling parents, not for just bad things, but also to tell the parents about the good things that their children are doing in the classroom. For teacher success, did I understand that correctly? Teacher success, what would I do to make sure that they are able to achieve?
Yes, to make sure that they're meeting the needs of a diverse learning community.
Making sure that we involve the professional development department for the district to come in and provide research-based strategies for our teachers, as well as find the lead teachers in each team to offer professional development for their peers, as well as during the PLC meetings.
Thank you.
Ms. Wilkinson, how would you ensure that our school meets our annual measurable objectives each year?
Let's see, meeting
those annual measurable objectives.
Well, based on the overall 6th through 8th grade EOG scores, 33.4% in reading and 25.9% in math, we want to make sure that all students will receive focused support in reading and math to increase proficiency. We want to make sure that the instructional staff will participate in continual and focused professional development in math and reading, making sure they have ongoing support. And also make sure that we have a school-wide schedule that will facilitate remediation and enrichment focus for all the students.
Thank you.
Well, Ms. Wilkins, as I look down our list of questions, it appears that within each of your answers to the questions we've asked, you've actually answered additional questions that we had. One thing I want to give you the opportunity to do is to ask, is there anything else that you would like to share with this committee?
Well, I would like to ask a question. Why do you, both of you, like working at this school?
My reason for being here at Edwards Middle School is it was the best fit for me. And I enjoyed the staff as well as the the school community itself. The students that are fed into Edwards Middle School are, in fact, very needy of nurturing staff. And I felt as though I would be a good fit to be at Edwards Middle School.
Okay. And Ms. Perry?
Sure. One of the reasons why, there's actually 3 major reasons why I enjoy working at this school. Number one, there is a strong sense of community. Each of these students belong, and they know that they belong. They are greeted each day with a smile, and they know that they have an importance at being at school. Also, most of these students, I would say over half, if not more, are highly motivated. They want to see what's beyond tomorrow, and they want to rise to that challenge. Also, they seek to look beyond the current door, which means that they look beyond right now, and they are gladly and willing to tell you what their goals are. They're highly motivated students. Those are the reasons why I enjoy being at this school.
Okay, well, thank you. What would be the next step in the hiring process, and when could I expect to hear back from you all?
At this point, there's a number of other candidates that we will be talking with as well. And as soon as we've had a chance to look at all of our information and put our heads together and sit down as a committee and look at it, each person respectively and individualistically, we'll be happy to get in contact with you at that point.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
I appreciate the opportunity to be able to interview with you all, and looking forward to hearing back from you. Thank you.
Thank you, and it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well.